This is The Simple Wine, and this is their challenge. Visit their website, thesimpleWine.com. Order their delicious, natural, family-owned, and curated wines. Enter the code XTV, and if you don't like the wine that arrives right at your door, just return the bottle and get your money back. Oh, the XTV code will also get you 10% off your order. As a client myself, I'm certain that you're going to love their wines, even the bottles that are $15 and under. You see, The Simple Wine imports exclusively organically produced wines from family-owned wineries in Italy and elsewhere. No added sugars, sulfites, preservatives, or chemicals. Low sulfites means no hangovers, by the way. I like the fact you can choose any wine at any price and be guaranteed that your bottle will be muy delicioso. Joining us now is Marty McCartt, Sommelier and Wine Director at Mastro's Restaurant. Thank you so much for joining us, Marty.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Now, Mastro's Restaurant, you guys buy your wine from The Simple Wine. So what do you think about The Simple Wine giving viewers right now that money-back guarantee?
Well, there's absolutely nothing bad I could say about that whatsoever. It sounds fantastic. What a great opportunity to get some fantastic wine for Malkas and The Simple Wine.
Now, why do you think it's so easy to buy them from The Simple Wine? I always say, their name is great, it's The Simple Wine, but there's nothing simple about their wine. They just make wine buying simple.
Well, I mean, it's interesting that you say that, because for the first time I've actually thought about, the name The Simple Wine. And it is simple wine because it's not encumbered with stuff that you don't want in wine. It's very natural, organic wines, absolutely delicious. As far as, in the process of this interview, I'm just sitting here thinking, well, it is a simple, way to get wine, at least for me. And as a buyer for a restaurant, all I have to do is text Malkas or call him, and wine's delivered to my doorstep. It's absolutely a simple process. The process of choosing wines also, I can go to Malkas' shop, which just happens to be right across the street from the restaurant, and go over there and taste wines. And it's a simple process all the way around.
It totally is. And in terms of, your advice to someone, say they're watching this, they may not be wine drinkers, or they want to try it. The fall is here, holiday season's coming around, maybe they're hosting. What advice would you give to someone who's buying wine for the first time?
Well, first of all is go in and taste the wine. It's the most important thing about wine drinking is actually drinking wine. and if you're not exactly sure what you want, or if you have ideas of what you like, you can just easily go in and get with Malkas at The Simple Wine, and he'll be more than happy to taste you on certain wines and make sure that you get the perfect bottle of wine in your hand.
Always. And you are a sommelier, and you're a wine director at a fancy restaurant called Mastro's Restaurant. So you guys have amazing wine, amazing seafood, incredible food all around. Can you tell us the story about how you became a sommelier and how you joined in with Mastro's, which is incredible as well?
Well, I've always been interested in wine. Back when I was in the early years waiting tables, it was one of those things that I was very passionate about and always trying to learn about. Opportunity for me came about in 2007. I was working in a restaurant in Atlanta, Georgia, and the owner of the restaurant decided to put me through and pay for my certification classes and the actual certification test for the Master Court of Sommeliers. There was an introductory course, and then there was the level 2, which is the certification course and test. So and I'm having to pass. My first shot, I'm was able to do a good job with that. So flash forward until 2018, and that's when I started at Mastro's. And like I said earlier, Malkas' shop was right across the street, and very quickly learned to enjoy going over there and tasting wines and talking about wines and eventually getting wines on the menu. So yeah.
And it's great that you mentioned Malkas. He's the owner of The Simple Wine. And what I love, I'm a client as well. So I became a client before I ever even launched Xizzle TV. And I became a fan of Malkas and The Simple Wine because he curates all this wine, so I can call him or go out to the website blindly and just order, a package of 4 reds or a pack of 4 reds and 2 whites, and order them blindly and know they're going to be great wines. And I'm not overwhelmed as to, oh, am I spending too much? And the prices are very affordable. They have affordable wines, and you can just buy them blindly and know that they're going to be guaranteed great wines, and everyone in your party is going to be happy. You're going to be excited. It's incredible to see that sommeliers, I am no sommelier, far from it, feel the same way. And thank you so much for joining us, Marty. Any last things you'd like to add?
Well, the process of getting wines onto our wine list at Mastro's is kind of extensive, and we want to make sure that every wine that somebody would choose on our wine list is delicious. And that's the same thing, that happens at Simple Wine. I mean, you're going to get a delicious bottle of wine, whatever you choose in that store. So it's kind of the same ideals that we have, either, for me and my wine list, or with Malkaz in the list that he has of wines that he's able to offer. So it's the same thing. You're going to get a delicious bottle of wine. Go for it.
Yeah, and I love how Mastro's and the Simple Wine, they both just love the wine, and they want to. Mastro's, you're a restaurant, they're a wine vendor and a cellar, but it all comes from the same, I think, nucleus of, you guys want to share and educate people about wine, and let them know that they're in good hands, and that you don't have to break the bank to have incredible wine.
You're absolutely right.
So thanks so much for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you at Mastro's and at the Simple Wine.
All right. Thank you so much.
Have a good one.